Welcome back to Football Tactics Zone tonight, your go-to stop for the latest football news from across the globe. From transfer sagas to European drama, to star players making headlines both on and off the pitch, we've got it all lined up for you. Buckle up, because tonight's roundup is packed with stories you don't want to miss. Let's dive right in. Napoli are back in the spotlight, and not for reasons their fans would like. After months of uncertainty surrounding Victor Osimhen, the Italian champions are scrambling to secure a reliable striker. Osimhen, once their unstoppable weapon, has been plagued by injuries and constant transfer speculation linking him to the Premier League and Saudi Arabia. This has left Napoli in a tight spot. Reports suggest the club is targeting Jonathan David from Lille and Santiago Jimenez from Feyenoord. Both are prolific scorers in their leagues, but replacing Osimhen, who was central to their Serie A triumph, feels like an impossible task. Napoli's search for a new striker could very well decide how far they go in both domestic and European competitions this season. Shifting focus to France, Paris Saint-Germain once again find themselves under heavy scrutiny. Having lost both Messi and Mbappe in back-to-back transfer windows, PSG now look like a shadow of their former star-studded selves. Luis Enrique's project hasn't convinced the fans yet. The goals have dried up, the spark is missing, and whispers of discontent are growing louder in the Parc des Princes stands. To make matters more interesting, Neymar, who left for Saudi Arabia, appears to be on the road to recovery after his long-term injury. His camp insists he's motivated for a full comeback, with rumors even suggesting a sensational return to Europe next summer. If that happens, PSG might seriously regret letting him leave. For now, the question remains: can Enrique rebuild fast enough to keep PSG competitive in Europe? Meanwhile, in Germany, the Bundesliga is buzzing with speculation. Bayer Leverkusen's star boy Florian Wirtz is at the center of a massive transfer tug-of-war. Liverpool and Manchester City are reportedly preparing offers north of €100 million, with Jurgen Klopp seeing him as a potential long-term successor to Mohamed Salah. Bayern Munich, meanwhile, are dealing with their own internal concerns. Jamal Musiala's future has suddenly become a hot topic, with Real Madrid reportedly circling. And while Harry Kane continues to bang in goals after his record-breaking debut season, Bayern know they cannot afford to lose their young superstars. Another Lewandowski-style saga is the last thing they need. Now, let's head to England. The Premier League never fails to bring drama. Manchester United are struggling yet again, with Erik ten Hag under mounting pressure. The defense looks shaky, the midfield lacks balance, and without a consistent striker, their attack just isn't clicking. United fans are growing frustrated, and if results don't improve soon, the board may be forced into making big decisions. Over in London, Chelsea are also in chaos. Despite heavy spending in the last two transfer windows, stability remains a distant dream. Reports suggest the club is even open to selling key names like Conor Gallagher and, shockingly, even Reece James. Mauricio Pochettino is still searching for a formula that works, but fans are starting to lose patience. For both United and Chelsea, this season could end up being make or break. Outside Europe, the Saudi Pro League continues to make waves. After bringing in megastars like Ronaldo, Benzema, and Neymar, Saudi clubs are now chasing even bigger names. Reports suggest Kevin De Bruyne and Mohamed Salah are once again on their radar. With bottomless financial resources, the league is determined to keep grabbing headlines. While Europe still offers the glamour of Champions League nights, Saudi Arabia's project is testing the limits of how far money can reshape the football landscape. And make no mistake, their impact is already being felt. Speaking of Europe, this week is massive in the Champions League. The playoff round is underway, with clubs like Benfica, Shakhtar Donetsk, and PSV Eindhoven fighting for a place in the group stage. These ties aren't just about pride. They're about millions in revenue and crucial exposure on the biggest stage in club football. For some clubs, one wrong move here could set them back years financially. Expect high stakes, battles, plenty of drama, and heartbreak as the final 32 teams are locked in. And before we wrap up, let's run through your rapid-fire transfer updates. Joao Felix continues to push for a permanent move to Barcelona, though Atletico Madrid are standing firm on their demands. Arsenal are keeping tabs on Brighton's young striker, Evan Ferguson, who is quickly becoming one of the most sought-after prospects in the Premier League. Inter Milan are closing in on Chelsea defender Trevoh Chalobah as they look to strengthen their backline. Juventus are reportedly monitoring Manchester City's Calvin Phillips, who could be available for the right price. Over in Spain, Real Madrid are quietly keeping their eyes on Mbappe, with whispers that January talks might already be in the works. That's a wrap on tonight's edition of Football Tactic Zone. From Napoli's striker crisis, PSG struggles, Bundesliga stars in the spotlight, Premier League chaos, Saudi Arabia's big money push, and Champions League playoff drama, we've covered the game's biggest stories, all in one place. That if you enjoyed the update, make sure to hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and let us know in the comments which story grabbed your attention the most. Until next time, this has been Football Tactic Zone, bringing you football's hottest headlines every single day.